Good morning or afternoon, depending on when you are accessing this course. Today, we are going to just go over some expectations for navigating our course, where to find stuff, and then just how to get this course done successfully. So to start, Intro to Business was designed last fall to be an online class in a face-to-face world, with the goal being that you could take other classes and this would not interfere with your schedule. However, here we are today in an all online world trying to do an online class. With that being said, I want to be clear that this will still not mess up your schedule, as there is no set time during your day that this will fall into. Rather, think of it as a 24-hour period where you have to get things done. It gives you some flexibility and allows you to do your other classes. That being said, we are in an asynchronous world, meaning that you will navigate the material when it's convenient to you each day. Now, just to help you with that, I'm recording this video so that you can kind of see that when you come in, how should I navigate and find what's due, when, and where. So when you first come in, you'll see announcements most likely on this part of your page. If not, just click on the announcements. And then locate the current day, and then there'll be a little junction after that that calls for day 1, day 2, whatever. That's more for your teacher or me. And what you need to remember is, if you're ever sick or absent or just couldn't get to the work for that day, go back and find that date. So that will be our naming convention for all of our announcements. Now, inside of the announcements, what I'll have is kind of a little grounding, what we're doing for that day. And in this case, welcome to our class. Below that, you'll always see quick link or quick links to resources for today. And then you would be able to navigate here. Now, the reason I do that is so that you don't have to click around to try to find stuff on our course. So as far as assignments or projects or anything that we do in this course, usually I'll link those directly in your announcements tab. So for today, you'll watch this video that I'm recording right now. That'll be pasted right here for you to watch. And then your to-do list will be very simple. You will just click on the link, Get to Know You, and be sure to join with Google and use your school account. Since we are in a virtual world, this is important because you'll be able to see who's in the class, and then if we have any future things where you would be given the option to work with somebody, you can go back and kind of see this introduction video and decide who you want to work with. Now, you don't have to work with anybody if you don't want to, but again, the reason we're doing this is just to get to know everybody, since we're not face-to-face. A couple other things just to mention is, if you ever, or if Mr. Thorough doesn't link the assignments here, you'll be able to find those under modules. And when you go into modules, things are broken into units. Right now, you can only see our Getting Started in Business unit, which you'll see the links that appear underneath it. So again, if there's not a link in announcements, check our modules, which I doubt will ever happen, but just in case it does, that's how to get to it. Before you get into things, let's talk a little bit about what the course was designed to do, as well as some expectations for it. So when you get in here, the idea of our Intro to Business class was very simple. Introduce you to various business functions such as management, marketing, and finance, while developing an entrepreneurial mindset that will serve you well in whatever environment you end up into. Okay? Now, that being said, we just want to give you a taste of various things, and if you like it, take more of our classes specific to the parts that you like. As far as our attendance, you are expected to check in daily, whether that's in the morning or afternoon. You just have to make sure that you get the work done. Now, keep in mind, I am accessible during this time. So the best way to get a hold of me is a simple email. Tell me what questions you have, or if you just want to do a Google Meet, let me know, and we can meet on the Google Meet, or if it's a simple question, I can just answer it through email. A couple other things just to remember. Grading. Since we want you to be exposed and kind of immersed in the thing, everything is pretty much formative, with a few summatives such as projects or quizzes. Okay, so the idea is you have to do the work to get a better understanding of what business is about, So that's how we did our grading. And again, just as I close out this, our online classroom expectation is that you behave just as you would in person. Remember that everything is basically created a trail that leads back to you when you're online. So make sure that you keep things respectful. If there's ever a question on anything that you're wondering about the appropriateness of it, that's probably a problem. Don't do it. Other than that, like I said, just follow our intro video here and we should be fine. Check in daily, get yourself into a routine, and you will be very successful in this course. Thank you for taking the time to listen.